What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy D Hartfield TV. In this video, I'm gonna wrap up the Errol Spence Jr. versus Yordenis Ugas fight card. We're gonna do the recap of that, and we're gonna talk a little bit of boxing. But first, you already know, run my intro.
This is a Designated Hitter production.
And we back. All right. Errol Spence Jr. versus Yordenis Ugas fight card. Man, it was a good fight card, man. That was a lot of good fights last night. So for starters, let's just go into the recap of all the undercard fights, the co-main and all that. So we had Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee, he looked pretty good, you know, in his bout, but I do feel like he should have got a stoppage. He didn't get the stoppage. I thought he should have got the stoppage. But the guy was just his opponent, Ochoa. He was really just trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't put a fight up like that. So it was kind of hard for Brandon Lee to get the stoppage. But he looked pretty good. I feel like he needs to learn to cut the ring off. Learn to cut the ring off more. And because he's getting up there in fights now. He's 25-0, 22 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to start showing that you belong up there, you know, with the top at the junior welterweight division. So shouts out to Brandon Lee. He got the W. Moving on. We had Yordenis versus Butev. I'm probably butchering the names, but that was a great fight. Came down to a split decision. Yordenis got the W. Could have went either way. You know, some people thought it was a draw. Some people, you know how that go when it's a close fight. But Yordenis he outpunched him pretty much. That's how it worked. So shout out to him. He got the W. Cody the Crippler Crowley. He got, that was pretty much a one-sided victory for him. Josecito Lopez is he's starting to look, you know, a little over the hill now. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't able to put up a fight against Crowley. Crowley did his thing in there. It was a couple points in that fight where Lopez's trainer, Robert Garcia, was looking to stop the fight. He was telling him, like, you got to show me something. You got to show me something. You know, and he was like, I'm going to stop this fight if you don't show me something. So, you know, it still went all arounds, I believe. Yeah, it was a one-sided victory for Cody Crowley. So shouts out to him with the W. Jose Valenzuela, that was pretty much over before anybody even knew it. He got the round one knockout over Vargas. He's looking pretty good. 12-0, 8 knockouts. So shout out to him with the W. Pitbull Cruz versus Gamboa. Pitbull Cruz was just too much, man. It was kind of hard for me. I know I did a prediction on this fight, and I really didn't pick a winner because I couldn't, because it was too hard to tell what type of Gamboa we was gonna get, because he's getting older. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can't father time. You can't beat father time. So Cruz pretty much, you know, beat him up for 5 rounds, knocked him down about 4 or 5 times. And that was pretty much that. With that fight, he stopped him in the 5th round. And then we get to the main event. Errol Spence Jr. versus Yordenis Ugas. I mean, I'm gonna just call it now. Like, my prediction was pretty much like 100%, man. Like, well, I ain't gonna say 100% because I didn't say that for sure that Spence would stop Ugas. I said it was either going to be a unanimous decision, 12 rounds, which it was going that way. It was going to be a unanimous decision, but then I said he may stop him later on in the fight. 10th round, 11th round, 12th round, championship rounds later on in the fight. And that's pretty much what happened. I said it was going to be like a pretty much a back and forth in the first half of the fight. And it pretty much was. It was a back and forth. They were, Spence was pretty much downloading data, figuring out what Ugas wanted to do. And at the same time, he was pressuring Ugas. He couldn't really, once Ugas felt that power, he kind of got gun shy. Like he was stuck because he was trying to block everything instead of, moving around, using his jab. He just let Spence come in and just smother him and pound him to the body, and, hit him with some hooks and some uppercuts and all of that. And that's pretty much how the fight went the entire time. Like Spence was just tearing him up to the body. He broke him down to the body, and he moved upstairs, So it pretty much went how I said it was going to go. And on that fight though, Ugas, he got beat up. He got beat up pretty bad. This injury report, this is not an official injury report as of right now, but we don't know for sure about some of the stuff, but he definitely has massive eye trauma. You can see that his right eye was completely shut, swollen shut. They said his nose is broken, and also he has a possible broken ribs. So that just shows you, man, like you cannot stand in there with the truth, man, with the big fish. Like you cannot stand in there and take that. No, it doesn't matter who you are in that weight class. Like, I hope Bud was paying attention because, like, know what I'm saying? Trading with him, like, it's not gonna work. Nobody is surviving that. Nobody. He keeps showing over and over that y'all cannot take this. Y'all can't take this punishment that I'm dishing out. But shouts out to Yordenis Ugas. He's a tough fighter, hell of a champion. Like Floyd Mayweather be saying all the time, hell of a champion, hell of a fighter. But yeah, my thoughts and prayers with him on the speedy recovery. Boxing is a brutal sport, man. And, it's quite possible, like, if he has, like, a broken orbital bone or something like that, like, it's possible he could never fight again. So, that's why, I feel like the doctor should have stopped it when he checked him the first time. His eye was completely swollen shut. Like, I feel like now, because of all of the, tragedies we've been having in boxing lately, I feel like it's not worth somebody really getting beat that bad. You know what I'm saying? Once you get beat to the point where you can only see out of one eye, I feel like the fight should be stopped, bro. I don't know. I mean, I know in some cases, fighters, they look like that and they end up getting a knockout. You know what I'm saying? They get punished for the first 8-9 rounds and they end up getting a knockout, but it's really a judgment call. And if I'm a doctor, I'm stopping it. Like, period. Like a lot could come, a lot of, injuries and stuff can come out of that, with somebody eye being swollen shut, nose looking crazy and hematomas on the forehead and all that. Like, people can die. Like, they really can. But with that being said, let's get into what some of the boxing world had to say about that fight last night. Andre Ward said, Spence versus Crawford, make it happen. Good night. Make it happen. Jamil Herring, he took to Twitter. He said, dear sanctioning bodies, don't you dare order any mandatories for Errol or Bud. Like, everybody wants to see this fight, so we don't want to see no mandatories. We don't want to see none of that. Just Errol and Bud, man. Let's see what else. Michelle Joy Phelps, she said, oh shit. She said, oh shit. Terence on Twitter calling for the fight. Errol now saying he's coming for the last belt. Could this actually mean we will finally see Spence versus Crawford? I think so. I think we about to see it, man. I think it's coming. Regis Prograis said, damn, I can't wait to see Errol versus Bud. Man, you're not the only one. Butterfly, shouts out to Butterfly. He said, cuz beat that eye closed. I thought that was funny. But let's see. Oh, Bud, he said, he took to Twitter. He actually, before I get into what else he was saying, he was doing a little round by round thing on Twitter. He would post who won a round at the end of the rounds. And he was kind of capping, man. Like, he gave one of them rounds to Ugas, but everybody jumped on there like, nah, bro, like, cap. So, after that, he pretty much got it right the rest of the fight, though. But, Bud took to Twitter. He said, at Errol Spence Jr., congratulations, great fight. Now the real fight happens. No more talk, no more side of the street. Let's go. So, they both ready, man. They both ready. Bud also said, Errol Spence Jr., keep my belts warm. I'll be coming to grab him later this year. So, he talking spicy already, man. And Errol Spence was talking spicy too. He told him, like, it's man down. It's draft season. Like, I'm coming for that belt. He told the fans, he told the world, like, y'all, everybody already know who I want next. It's Terence Bud Crawford. I'm coming to take my belt, pretty much. So yeah, that was a pretty good fight card, man. I know one thing, that Pitbull Cruz, man, that dude's dangerous. And that's just a testament to how good Tank Davis is. He even hurt his hand in that fight and still won the fight. Like, and that dude, like, I know Gamboa's a little old, but I feel like that dude is dangerous. He's knocking everybody else out, bro. Like, everybody else he's fighting, he's really doing damage to him like that. And Tank hurt his hand and still beat him. But yeah, man. So I feel like that's all I got for this video, man. I am going to talk more about this Errol Spence versus Terence Bud Crawford. Hopefully we get that soon, man. But that's all I got for this video, man. Before y'all go, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment. You know what I'm saying? Share the video. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell, man. And I'm out.